Addie Wexler getting set for this one. Her team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals.
The designated hitter, number 6, Jonathan India.
India matched a homer in his last game. The 0-1. Swings through that. And down on strikes. And a quick out, number 1.
That was just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Bobby Witt Jr. now. He was drafted 2nd overall by the Royals in 2019. Adley Rutschman was the only player taken ahead of him.
Yeah, he was part of a really good crop of shortstops. Bobby was the first one taken, but C.J. Abrams, Bryson Stott, Anthony Volpe, and Gunnar Henderson were also part of that draft class. How good is that?
Pretty good.
That's ball 3.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Smoked into left, base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Struck him out looking. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K's their 3rd of the game. Royals leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. So now here's the DH, Addie Wexler.
Addie Wexler.
Back up the middle and a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Good rip, good rip.
And her hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for her in the past month.
This player's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow her down.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Seiya Suzuki will hit next. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Runner takes off. Strike in there. And safe. It's a stolen base. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the 2nd. Rips that one to right. Whips on it and it falls in. Thomas whips it in quickly and that holds the lead runner. Now men at first and second.
The first baseman, Michael.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
First and second, 1 out. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Popped up. Infield fly called
Infield
there.
fly. Batter's out.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Line drive, base hit.
Come on, Dig, you're going to have to work.
Wexler around third. One run is in. Suzuki rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw.
Yeah, on the tag.
And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 3 and the Royals nothing. Back here in Kansas City, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Cedric Mullins steps in for the Royals.
A
Oh,
3-0
that's it.
lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Ground ball right side,
that's foul.
and foul ball. Wexler, the 6-foot lefty, only 18 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2025. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're
Oh, that's off the
expecting
plate.
it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
2-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
She's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches, still able to make some type of contact.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention
That is
to it
seven,
quite yet,
the right
Singy,
fielder,
but
number
that
15,
extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Grounds one to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. That leaves him without a throw. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. Wexler needing a big out here, Singy, after giving up a couple of hits in a row.
She's still one pitch away from ending this rally. Can't let this thing spiral.
Michael Massey in the box now. Takes strike one.
Nope.
And a challenge from the mound in a big spot. And it did miss the zone. The call stands. So they've only got one challenge left now. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong under it. He makes the grab. Dyrone Blanco steps in for the Royals. That's a strike, and she inches closer to getting out of the jam. Out towards right center field. Suzuki on the move to the alley. And that'll do it. Royals strand a pair. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. Let's
Leading
check out
off
what's
for
been
the
happening
Royals,
of late.
the
Really
designated
been
hitter,
playing well.
Jonathan India.
India leading things off and takes a strike. On the ground. Swanson. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
The batter, number 7, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr. now. You know, you think about his dad, Bobby Witt Sr., who pitched for a long time in the major leagues. but it was actually Bobby Witt Jr.'s brother-in-law, James Russell, the former Major League reliever, that had the most direct impact taking Witt in and out of Major League clubhouses. Witt was treated a bunch to behind-the-scenes looks at Wrigley Field many times from the former Cub reliever. So the call stands. So that removes their last challenge. Swing and a miss as he was late. On the ground to third, Bregman. The throw to first, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
The first baseman, number
2
9,
outs, base is empty. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. That one missing inside. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Here's a 1-1. And that is out of play. That one missed. And it remains 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Had him out front for strike 3. Nothing doing for the Royals. Still down 3-0. Start of the fourth. So up now for Chicago, Addy Wexler.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the Major League average.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff hitter off first base.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki. Runner on the go. Pitch almost got him. Tag save. The throw from Perez too late. Runner at second. Swing and a bouncer. Fires over to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Up next for the Cubs,
Michael Busch, the next to hit.
Busch.
And a 1-1. This one in the air center field. Mullins moving under this one. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's Alex Bregman. Runner on second, 2 down. She's trying for third. Chopped out in front of the plate. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Up next for the Cubs.
Bang, bang at first. Great hustle to beat that one out.
Crow Armstrong.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. Swing and a ground ball. Base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job.
Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Hunter Harvey.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated
Wexler,
hitter,
only
Addie
18 years old.
Wexler.
Her last 10 games stand out. She's homered in 4 of them. And a big swing and a miss. Now she steps out as time is granted. Out towards right center field. Thomas on the move. And that'll do it. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead 4-0. Digs in. They're in front, but that lead can shrink quickly, Chris.
Yeah, a little breathing room never hurt anybody, Boog. She's got the bat to supply that oxygen right here. You know, these Cubs doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only 1 of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Throws to first. Leadoff hitter is out here in the 8th.
And, you know, bloops and lasers, they both count the same. So we know there's 0 complaints about double digits in the hit column, no matter how.
Wexler extended the hitting streak in this one.
Every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one she had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.